Alright, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy PXG Cash Howard, coach of the Puerto Rican Panchams, and we are here at the semifinals of the Pokemon Forever Association League battles. Now, I was under the impression originally that my opponent was going to be, I think I even said in the video, the winner of the Mesa Macargos versus Los Angeles Nidokings match. Now, something odd or the format that was being done is that I guess we're following, I'm not a big sports guy, but we're following more NFL style thing where the lowest seeded team has to fight the highest seeded team. So seeing as both the 7th and 8th place teams were eliminated, that makes me the lowest seed in 6th place, so I automatically have to fight the highest seed, which would be the Los Angeles Nidokings and its coach Kiev, who would have been fighting originally the winner of the Indy Laddies and Schenectady Skeptiles match, which was the Indy Laddies. So essentially, we swapped opponents. So I will be fighting the Los Angeles Nidokings, and the Mesa Macargos will be fighting the Indy Laddies, which is fine. So this week I'm bringing in Heatran, Mega Guard, War, Tauros, Hitmontop, Umbreon, and Black Kyurem. Kiev is bringing in Manaphy, Mega Altaria, Victini, Gengar, Bronzong, and Roserade. Now Kiev is by no means going to be an easy opponent, as Kiev has been undefeated with one exception loss to the Indianapolis Jolts. But overall, he's been a pretty top contender in the League format, so this is by no means gonna be an easy fight for me. We're still following the same rule sets as the last week battle, will be best 2 out of 3. Even though after my match from last week, they essentially dictated that if a match didn't require it, we wouldn't be doing a best out of 3. We could just do it in one shot. But me and Keith had agreed early on, after figuring out who we were going to be fighting each other, we decided just to do it. That no matter what, we were just going to do best 2 out of 3 regardless. So let's start the first round of the semifinals for the Puerto Rican, the Pokemon Forever Association, the Puerto Rican Panchams versus the Los Angeles Nidokings. So he sends out Lily, the Roserade. I lead off with CB, the Heatran. So he withdraws Roserade, goes into Primal Blue, the Manaphy. So I don't want to stay in for that. So out comes out my Umbreon. And upon second thoughts, nah. So I go into Black Kyurem, who should be able to take it, but there goes the Tail Glow. So I forgot this thing learns Dazzling Gleam, and yeah, we see the result there. So Black Kyurem goes down, and I'm kind of in trouble. This thing is at +3. So I go into Mill the 5th, go for Rock Climb. I was expecting a little bit more damage than that. So this is a pretty defensive Manaphy, and one Surf, Mill the Tauros goes down. Go into the Girl Vera Wang. So he withdraws his Primal Blue and goes into Ohio the Victini. Goes straight for the Hyper Voice. And this thing is a very specially defensive Victini. So I go into CB the Heat Ran. He goes for the U-turn. I was expecting the V create there. He does pop the air balloon. He recalls it and goes into Lily the Roserade. Goes for the hidden power, which is probably ground. CB the Heat Ran goes down. And it is life orbed. Go back into Verawang. I know for a fact I don't outspeed this unless it's max speed, but he withdraws and goes into Gatekeeper the Bronzong. Go for the Shadow Ball. This thing is probably gonna try to Gyro Ball me. So I go into Lindo the Hitmontop. Do Intimidate it to bring down its attack. No, it goes into Light Screen. And he quickly withdraws it. And goes to Boo the Gengar. Stops my close combat as it's Ghost type. Withdraws into Flora, which is the Altaria. So I go into Alec the Umbreon. But I do double out to go into the boy Lindo, the Hitmontop, to, if it is trying to Dragon Dance, at least leave its attack at neutral. And there's the Dragon Dance. I go for the Bullet Punch. Doesn't do the damage I was expecting it to. Goes for the D-Dance again. It's at this point it's at +2 speed and +1 attack. Goes for it again. He does avoid the Toxic. So I go for what I can, which is the Bullet Punch. He goes for Facade. Lindo the Hitmontop goes down, and this is really looking pretty bad right now at this point. As even though he's not status, and it was a crit, because the crit mattered. Even without being status, this Altaria essentially is going to be doing work. Out comes out Verawang. It's going to Facade again. And it's enough to kill the girl Verawang. And we just got that, we just got that 6-0 booty clapped. So, Kiev is leading already. 1-0 in this. I do have to win 2 battles back to back in order to actually make it through. A loss here would be the end of the road for the Puerto Rican Panchams. But you know how we do. We go with, if we're gonna lose, we're gonna lose. We're gonna go down fighting. But we're not gonna go for the loss. We're trying to go for that W. So let's see what happens in round 2. So this time he leads off with Ohio the Victini. I once again lead it off with Heat Ran. Because probably one flaw that I did last battle is not get my rocks up on the field. Goes for the U-turn, which will pop my air balloon, which would make me susceptible to both Roserade and probably the Altaria if it has Earthquake. So I bring out my rocks. So I go for Flash Cannon. I was expecting him to Mega this turn, but in this league you can have a turn or two without being Mega, so that does help him in this scenario. He's able to get off the Dragon Dance and not die in one hit from Flash Cannon. So he's at the plus one on both physical and attack and speed, but he is -1 in special defense. Goes for the earthquake. We should be in probably enough, yep, to kill CB the Heat Ran. So I go into the boy Lindo, which does lower the physical attack, so he's back at just +1 speed. So I go for the bullet punch, hoping that would have killed. Yeah, even though that was a crit, it wasn't enough. He goes for the roost. He will recover his its health back. Goes for the dragon dance. So now he's at +1 attack and +2 speed. I go for the toxic because if anything, if all else fails, I can probably use this to my advantage. But it will strengthen his facade, which is the only drawback. And there it is. And Lindo goes down. We're at a 4v6 right now. So Toxic is doing his work. We should be close enough. So I bring in the boy Mill the 5th. I go straight for the Iron Head, which is enough to kill the Flora the Altaria, and it goes down. Goes into Gatekeeper the Bronzong. It's probably gonna bring out raise the light screen like it did last time. So I go into the boy Coach R, the Black Kiram, and there is the light screen. I go straight into the Earth Power, but with that light screen, I think it is especially defensive. It's gonna eat it up, even though it was a live orb. Goes for the Gyro Ball. Almost killed. At this point, we don't want to lose that. Let's go into the boy Alec. The boy. He goes for the Gyro Ball again. Doesn't do much since we're, I believe, almost as equally slow. So, bring out the girl, Vera Wang. Trace the Levitate. He withdraws the Bronzong. Goes into Lily, the Roserade. And this thing is, as I know, it is faster than me. Go into the boy Mill, the 5th. Go to the spot. We do live it, but it it gets the poison, so living does nothing as the poison is enough to kill us. Mill the 5th goes down. We got a 3v5. Bring back Coach R again. So he withdraws Lily and goes into Bronzong, Gatekeeper. Takes a little bit damage from rocks. I go in for Fusion Bolt. Okay, this thing is not physically defensive. It's just straight out specially. So I go hit it with one more Fusion Bolt. Bronzong goes down. We're looking at a 3v4, my mistake. But with such low health, I think any hit at this point is probably gonna kill Coach R. Ohio the Victini comes in, flame charges. Even though it's a crit. Increases the speed. The boy Coach R goes down. 2v4. Go into the girl Vera Wang. Trace's Victory Star, which really won't do much. I think all my moves are accurate. But this thing is extremely faster than us. I know last time we were actually faster than it. But now it's actually going to be faster than us. And goes to the V-Create. should be enough because Verwang can't take any physical hits. Yep, the speed, the physical, and the special defense drop for Victini. Verwang goes down, is all down to Alec. Can Alec actually keep us alive and knock out 4 pokes? Victini goes for the U-turn. Alec takes it. Recalls and goes into Boo the Gengar. Go for the foul play, and it's enough to actually kill. It was a crit. Gengar goes down. So we're at a 1v3. I could potentially kill the Victini if it gets to that point, but I'd have to tackle this hurdle first. Go straight out for the tail glow. +3 to special attack. I go for the foul play. It's probably gonna take me 4 foul plays to kill it. Goes for the dazzling gleam. Surprised we're actually able to live that. Go for probably the last foul play right here, and there goes the dazzling gleam. There goes Alec. Tried his best to keep us alive. And that is the end of the road for us. Congrats to Kiev and the Los Angeles Nidokings that they advanced to the finals. Our road actually ends here. We actually tried our best. It was actually a good run for the league, I believe. Overall, I did decently, 9-6. Almost about as good as how I did in my other league, where I was 8-7. Now, originally I was, because from what I was told, I was supposed to have a battle for the bronze. As right now, you know, I would have had to actually fight the loser of the Mesa Macargos and the Indy Laddies, but I was told that wasn't gonna happen. I'm not sure exactly why, but we were given the win. So we did come in 3rd place overall. Now, even as of this recording, I don't know who is the winner between the Los Angeles Nidokings and the Indianapolis, if they've battled even yet. But regardless of the fact, this is the end of the road for me in the Pokemon Forever Association, as I will not be returning for Season 4, as I have too many real life things with work becoming more busy, with me doing more hours in a day. It's actually even been affecting my streaming time, so I have a lot of work to do with the other league that I'm already in, but besides the actual battling. So with what little time I have remaining, I don't have enough time to actually focus for the second league like I was doing for this one. So I won't be returning for Season 4. I did let them know that any kind of change, I would be glad to return for Season 5 if they let me. But it's all good. Thank you guys so much for watching my road in the PFA. I hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys enjoyed rooting us on. And I have to now tend to a horde of Tauroses, because I believe they're still upset about the whole Mildeford thing being shiny. But this is your boy PXG Cash Howard signing off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Later.